Hey Facebook. Okay, I pressed go live. So now we're gonna talk. I've just made myself do it. So I'm gonna wait for you guys to jump on because I know this is gonna be awesome. So if you are here joining me live, say hi, let me know that you're here, let me know where you're from. Hey Sonia, I just saw your little heart, your little face pop up. All right, I'm just gonna give it like another few seconds for people to hop on. Hey Sonia, yeah, I've always been reluctant to do this live stream and share this fully, but it's time and I want to. Hey Carly, how you going? All right, I'm just gonna get started. I'm just gonna dive straight into this. I'm not gonna beat around the bush and try and procrastinate even more. I'm just gonna talk about this, all right? So, a lot of you know that obviously my thing is mindset. Hey Scott, how you going? I'm gonna get distracted if I keep looking. My thing is mindset. You guys know, if you watch my stuff every day, you follow me, you see what I post, you see what I do, you know that my thing is mindset. That's what I help people with. That's my main thing. Mindset, manifestation, you know, how to create that bulletproof mind, how to basically bust through anything through your mindset. That's what I do. That's what I help people with. Hey Jennifer, I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. So excited. Okay, detour, focus Ali, focus. Yes, that's my thing, mindset, right? And I have shared here and there along the way why I do it, why it's important to me. I've shared a lot of my journey along the way, but I've never really shared exactly why I bang on about mindset, why this is my thing, why I believe so much in it, and why I teach it. And the reason I've been reluctant to share this, and I'm sure a lot of you can understand, is because what I'm about to talk about is a very touchy, controversial topic and subject. And I have been putting off doing this live stream and fully expressing this and telling you guys the truth behind all of this for that reason exactly, because it is controversial. I've always been reluctant to do it. I've always held back from sharing this because I'm like, if I get backlash, if I get criticism, judgment, whatever. And you know what? For me to not allow myself to express this alone is not me walking my talk, because I'm always saying to my clients, people that I talk to, don't be afraid to express yourself. Don't ever be afraid to say what's on your mind, to say what's in your heart, and to share yourself fully. Be unapologetically you. So this is me walking my talk and sharing my truth. So whatever comes of this live stream, I am open to it. I'm open to receiving it. I am fully okay with it. But I also know that it's time for me to share this, because I know that by not sharing this, I'm doing so many of you a disservice, especially the ones that need to hear this. If I can change one person's mindset and awareness through this live stream, I'm happy. My work is done. If I can give one person hope from this live stream, my work is done. So what I want to talk to you guys about is why I have been on this mindset journey for the past 5 years. Because as you guys know, I've briefly spoken about it. I'm not going to go too much into it. But 5 years ago, I was not in a good place. Mentally, I was not in a good place. I was slogging myself out in the gym, in fitness modeling competitions, because I had an unhealthy body image. I had an unhealthy relationship with food. I was constantly seeking things for approval. A lot of you may not know this about me, but I have been a professional dancer. And while that is fine, I also went on to being a freestyle hip-hop dancer in a club here in Sydney called Pump House. This is not something I've ever shared publicly, right? I did a lot of things that I look back now and I'm not shameful about, but I I look back now and I know that if I had my time again, I wouldn't do it. I don't regret anything because everything I went through has brought me to who I am today. It's allowed me to do what I do today. So I don't regret any of it. I am not sorry for any of it, right? But I had a really unhealthy relationship with food and body image. I had really unhealthy relationship with people and friends in general because I was constantly seeking approval. I had a really unhealthy relationship with my family, the people that were closest to me, that I loved the most. I pushed everyone away for years. And it got to a point where the people that knew me the best, the people that knew me and loved me the most were saying to me, Elisa, you are depressed. You need to go on medication. You need help. You need to go and see a doctor. And as much as I tried to fight it and deny it for so long, I tried to deny the fact that I needed help, that I did probably need to go and see a doctor and even potentially put myself on medication, right? As much as I denied it, I knew that something wasn't right with me and I was pushing people away around me. I was in such a dark hole. I was going through relationships that were shit and completely sapped me of my confidence and my self-worth. And I got to a point where I had my F this shit moment, right? And it wasn't until I remember sitting in the lounge room with my mum 5 years ago now, seems like an eternity ago, and she said it to me again. She's like, Elisa, you need help. You need to go and see a doctor. You are depressed. You are unhappy. You have no motivation. We don't ever see you smile. You don't have any enthusiasm about anything. You're struggling in all areas of your life. I was putting on weight because I'd come off the back of a bodybuilding competition and completely was not in a good place within myself, and my body was just not, my mind and my body was completely disconnected. So I put on like 8 kilos after coming off the back of a bodybuilding competition, and that made me more depressed because I had already gone through childhood and high school years of being bullied for being a little bit on the chubby side, right, as a kid. And that's part of why I put myself into these bodybuilding competitions, to kind of go stick it to these people that were bullying me as a child, as a teenager. And putting on the weight again, it put me into a darker hole. And that's when I remember sitting in the lounge room with my mum, and she's like, you need help, you need to go and see someone. And I went, screw it. I went, screw it. I am willing to do anything except put myself on medication. All I knew at that point of time in my life, all I knew that was true for me, the only thing I had clarity on, the only thing that I knew was certain, was that I did not want to put myself on medication. I knew that for sure. And that drive and that want alone is what kicked me into gear. It's what flipped that switch for me, where I went, okay, Lisa, if you are not willing to go and see a doctor and put yourself on medication or to get help, you only have one option here, one option, and that is to work your butt off on everything that you are struggling with. You need to face it all. You need to deal with it all. You need to be prepared to look at it in the face and work through it and do whatever you have to do to get through it. This is going to be the harder road because it's going to require you to do the work. And the reason why I've been reluctant to do this live stream is because I know this is a controversial topic for so many people. And I'm prepared, like I said, for whatever comes back from this. And I want you guys to understand here, I am not saying that medication is a bad thing. I am not saying that there is no one on this planet or everyone on this planet should never be on medication. I absolutely 100% know and agree and believe that there are people out there that need to start with medication. I am all for that. In fact, I have had so many people over the past 5 years, I have had clients come to me where I have actually said to them, I alone can't help you. I alone can't help you. It is too far gone. We need to get you to go and see a doctor, and then maybe you can work with me as well. I have said that to people because I know that some people are at a point where they need to be on medication. And the reason I'm doing this live stream is because I want, and I also know that there are so many people that I know out there that I see that are walking this planet that are depressed, that are suffering anxiety, that are unhappy and are feeling really down and really unfulfilled. I'm doing this live stream because I'm talking to you guys. One thing I know for sure is that not everyone that gets put on medication needs to stay on medication or even needs to be on it in the first place. Because I am living proof that through mindset alone, if your determination is strong enough, if your why is strong enough and you are willing to be strong enough to do the work on yourself, and you know in your heart of hearts, like I did, I knew deep down, every cell in my body was saying to me, Elisa, there is another way. You do not need to do this, but it is going to require you for you to work your absolute butt off and do everything you need to do internally. And I changed my entire life purely through my mindset, purely through shifting my internal state. For the past 5 years, I have been working on it. I have been doing the internal work. I studied mindset. I have done everything possible around mindset. And I literally transformed my entire life with no medication based on my mindset, purely my mindset, right? And this is why I do what I do. When I take on a client, when I mentor people, I'm not teaching them something from a book or something that I've read that I think sounds good, right? When I'm teaching people, it's coming from here. It is coming from someone who has implemented every single thing I teach, every single thing I share with my clients, everything I take them through. I have done that because I have gone through it myself. This is 5 years of me doing the internal work, knowing exactly what it takes to shift yourself internally to transform your life. And when I started to understand and realize the power of the mind, when I started implementing things and I started shifting things and I started to notice that things in my life were changing, I was feeling different. I was feeling so much happier, so much more in control, so much more powerful. I then started to go, wow, what else can I achieve? If the mind is this powerful, what else can I achieve? If this is what I've been able to do, if I have been able to pull myself out not on my own, I had coaches, I had mentors, I did the work. Trust me, I did the work. But if I'm able to pull myself out of this dark hole purely on my mindset alone and shifting what was going on in here, what else can I possibly achieve? If the mind is this powerful, and if I have learned how to manipulate my mind and use my mind in a way that serves me, and I have created a bulletproof mindset, if I'm able to do this, it made me start to think, what else can I start achieving? If the mind is this powerful. And then I started using it around manifesting what I want. I started using it to change my health. I lost the weight that I felt uncomfortable having, and I got myself into a body that was healthy, fit, and strong, and I've maintained that for the past 4 or 5 years. I did it through mindset. I changed my financial situation. I changed my living situation. I changed my friends. I changed everything through the power of my mind. I did not take any medication. And the reason I'm sharing this is because, like I said, I am not saying, and please understand this, I am not saying that this way of doing it is for everyone, because it's not. That's not possible. It is not one size fits all. Nothing in this world works for absolutely everyone. What I am saying is, if you know in your heart of hearts, like I did, that you are in a down place at the moment, you are feeling depressed, unhappy, unfulfilled, stuck, whatever it is, if you know in your heart of hearts that you have more in you, if you know that if you just decided, if you made a decision that you were no longer going to feel this way anymore and you were going to do something about it, and that you were prepared, because let me tell you, you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared and willing to do whatever it takes, because the road I took was not the easy road. Medication is an easier road, and medication is a necessary road for a lot of people. And I think you can probably see why I've been reluctant to share this fully, because a lot of people say to me, why do you teach mindset? What's so good about mindset? Why are you so passionate about it? This is why, guys, because I changed my entire life through changing my mindset alone. And this is why I do what I do. This is why I get up every single day, and my mission is to help as many people as I can that need it, that know they are wanting to do it. I don't take on people that I think are a little bit like, oh, you know, yeah, maybe I'm willing to give it a go. This is not for the faint-hearted, right? Doing what I did over the past 5 years, I'm going to be honest with you, it is not for the faint-hearted. Okay? Your determination and your why and your want has to be so incredibly strong. Because like I said, I only had 2 options. And the road I took required me to look at everything in the face. And I can tell you it hurt, and it stung, and it was hard, and it felt uncomfortable, and it felt shit a lot of the time. But I had no other option. And the other option, I refused. And that was the only thing I knew for certain. And if this just gives hope to one of you, or helps one of you, or switches something in one of you to go, you know what? I'm done. I am done, and it's time that I did the same thing. It's time that I took power and control of my mind again, and I started shifting what was going on internally. Then my work here is done. This live stream has been worth it, even if I get backlash. Even though I know I've made myself clear, and I've almost given myself a disclaimer, like I'm not sitting here saying that, you know, no one should ever be on medication, because like I said in the beginning, I have told people I alone can't help you. You do need to go and see a doctor, and maybe that is the road you need to take, but that's not for me to decide. You have to decide. But what I want you guys to understand is that I know for a fact there are more people out there that feel like that's their only road. They feel like that's their only option. I am here to tell you, and I am living proof. I am not a textbook. I'm not saying this to you because it sounds good. I'm not saying this to you because I've just read it and now I'm preaching it to you guys. I am living proof that your mindset alone can change your entire life, if and only if you are prepared to do the work. I have done the work. I have the tools. I have been committed to it every single day for the past 5 years. And like I said, when I take on a client, when I mentor clients, I teach them everything I've done. It comes from here. It comes from me going, hey, I've done this, so this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do in order to move through that. I have created that bulletproof mindset. Does that mean that I'm not still human? Does that mean that things don't still get to me, or that I still don't have days where I feel like shit? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have plenty of days where I feel shit or I feel down, but the whole point is I have done the work here to know what I need to do to get myself out of that hole. I no longer have to worry about going in a downward spiral and staying there because I did the work, and I've been doing the work 5 years ago to know what I need to do to shift that for myself. So if you are at a point right now where you may be feeling the way I did 5 years ago, or maybe you're feeling to yourself, you're on that verge of going, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do, right? I want you, even if you just get off and this video makes you think for a minute, that it is possible for you to shift and change whatever is going on in your life completely through your mindset alone. This is why I do what I do. And I know that I have never come on and shared this fully. I've shared bits and pieces, but this is why, guys. Because I'm talking from someone who has been in the dark place. I decided to do the work. I got myself out of it. 5 years later, I still do the work every day. It's an ongoing thing, and it will be for the rest of my life. But it's to give people out there hope that there is another way, but it is not the easy way. And I'm never going to sugarcoat anything for you. I'm never going to lie to you guys. I'm never going to make something sound good if it's not. It is not the easy way. It's the harder way, but it is so much more rewarding, and it works because you need to understand that your mindset is everything. Everything. And once you understand how powerful it is, just like I did, you can start to manipulate life and things around you and what's happening to you and for you in a way that serves you once you start to understand it. It's not about becoming a perfect human. It's not about never having problems again. It's not about never having heartache or challenges. That's not what it's about. It's about knowing that you have the ability to build a bulletproof mindset so that when you get hit with challenges, if you are feeling down, if you are feeling unmotivated, if you are not feeling like you're in a good place, it's so that you have a bulletproof mindset, right? So that you have the ability to shift yourself out of feeling that way, right? So, like I said, guys, if this has inspired even one of you to just think about starting that journey and making that decision to do something about the situation you're currently in, if you are unhappy and you feel like there's no hope, or if you feel like you don't know what road to take, if you feel like you don't have many options, if you feel deep in your heart that you know if you just stepped up and did the work, the internal work, if you can feel that in your heart of hearts that that's all you need to do it. Make that decision. Because just like I did 5 years ago, my want to not want to go on medication far outweighed the fear of what I had to do to get myself out of my hole, out of a dark hole. All I knew at that point, like I said, was that I did not want to be on medication. And that was my only other option. But that want and that why was strong enough for me to step up to do whatever I had to do. And it worked, right? Hey, Marissa, it worked. So I guess what I'm doing is, first of all, I want you guys, I'm being transparent, and I want you guys to fully understand why I do what I do, but I want you guys to also know that if something in this video has shifted something or touched you in some way or resonated with you in some way, and you are feeling like, okay, maybe there is hope, maybe there is another way for me, maybe that if I just made a decision that I no longer want to feel like this, I can do something about it by taking control of what's going on in here. because I did it. I am a living proof, walking, talking example of that. That mindset alone can change your entire life. Like I said, is it for everyone? Will this work for everyone? No. And I will be honest if I don't think that this is going to cut it for you alone. I will always be honest, just like I have with plenty of people that have come to work with me. Because only you know what is right for you. And if I feel in my heart that I alone can't help you, I will tell you that. And I've said that to many clients over the past 5 years. But let this be a lesson for you. Let this be a bit of a kick up the butt, if you will, to push you into doing something about whatever situation you're in right now, whatever's going on in your life right now, to understand that if you, like I did, know in your heart of hearts that if you stepped up and you made a decision and you decided you were going to do whatever it takes, no questions asked, no shortcuts, whatever it takes, then this is my call to you to step up. Even if you just decide. If stepping up means you start to implement what you already know. If stepping up means you reach out to me and you want to start working with me on everything I'm talking about. If stepping up means that you're going to decide from this moment forward, you're no longer going to feel the way you feel. Whatever stepping up looks like for you, do it. And I'm hoping that this live stream has pushed some of you into doing that, into making the decision I made 5 years ago, and to knowing that you don't need to give up, right? No one ever needs to give up. And whatever road you need to take is the right road for you. But as long as you are committed to showing up, no worries, Samantha, as long as you are committed to showing up and doing what it takes, anything is possible for you. Absolutely anything. All right, guys, so that is my share for today. Let me know your thoughts below. Share or tag anyone in this live stream that you think needs to hear it. If you are going to step up after listening to this, if I've triggered something inside of you in a good way, let me know below. I would love to know how this has helped you and what you are personally going to do moving forward from this live stream. All right, enjoy the rest of your Friday or Thursday, day or night, wherever you are in the world, and I will chat to you guys really soon. And if you are coming to my live event tomorrow here in Sydney, I cannot wait. I cannot freaking wait. And don't forget, last little announcement, at the end of next month, so the 26th, I think it's the 26th of August, I am running a manifestation workshop here in Sydney, and there are still some tickets left. So let me know or comment below if you want a link to that as well. All right, guys, sending love, and I will chat to you guys very soon. Bye.